26 minutes now before the top of the hour. The EPA is hoping for a budget of $8.6 billion to help with its goals, which includes fighting climate change. So you would think the chief of the department could answer some questions about climate change.
We had more or less hurricanes in the last decade.
I cannot answer that question. It's a very complicated issue.
It's not complicated on how many have landed. We've had a dramatic reduction in the number. Is the temperature, in fact, increasing less than that or more than that?
I cannot answer that question specifically.
Well, Mr. Chairman, I just would say this is a stunning development.
Oh, my goodness. And what are your tax dollars going toward? With us now is Fox Business Network's Stuart Varney with some insight.
What a golden opportunity Gina McCarthy just missed. Here you are in front of Congress. You're asking for more money. They want an extra $500 million in their budget, most of it for climate change. It's a golden opportunity to get out there and say, see that extreme weather? That's climate change. Give me the money to fight it. But she totally blew it. She could not answer basic questions.
Or, Stu, let me play contrarian. Did she hit a home run? Because the argument the EPA is making, we can't define these events. We don't know. We don't have the answers. You know what? I need more money so I can answer Senator Sessions. I don't have the answers, so that's why we need more money to study all of
Clayton.
this.
I thought, you remember that expression? The science is in. You remember that one?
Of course.
Well, what happened to that?
Well, it apparently went out.
But she doesn't have the answers to the most simple and basic questions.
It's settled science, yeah. And the naysayers are basically flat earthers.
Now, wait a second. The naysayers, anybody who expresses the slightest degree of skepticism about climate change, is now being persecuted. And I use that word deliberately. There's a gentleman called Professor Richard Lindzen. He is the Emeritus Professor of Atmospheric Sciences at MIT. Today, he's saying, data shows no increase in the number and intensity of extreme weather events. MIT professor, he's saying that. And you know what? He is being persecuted for saying that kind of thing.
Well, and in contrast here, we see funds, Department of Homeland Security, saying they don't have the funding. We have our military being defunded at a time when the statistics prove that terror is increasing. We've seen increased attacks, but yet here, this is not so proven, yet we need the funding to prove it, as Clayton just said.
The EPA wants $8.6 billion for next year. That is an increase of a near $500 million. And a chunk of that increase will go towards climate change regulation. By the way, climate change regulation already costs $51 billion a year to the U.S. economy.
And, Stuart, we always love when you come in, and congratulations. Top-rated show on Fox Business, and you beat CNBC last week, so congratulations on all that.
Oh, you know what? This guy does his homework. Fantastic.
The trumpets.
Right. That's why we're out of Manila as a nation, because you're right on that. We rip up folders.
You honestly make so much sense out of things that are so complicated. And we think
Thank you very much.
In other words, unlike me and Clayton. I'm reading between the lines.
It's always got to be about you. What was that story on narcissism we were talking about?
On the narcissism.
How do I look?
Great.
By the way, you can catch it by checking Channel Finder.
That's right.
On Fox Business Network.
Thank you very much.
Stuart Varney, what time's your show on?
11 a.m. Eastern, promptly.
We love you. Thanks, Stuart.
We'll be there.